stomach's gone numb, it's got me weak in the knees. I need to snack up to get back up, but I'm easy to please. And then she struts on by with that look in her eye. My hunger gets me so hard that I'm ready to cry. My sweet tooth's aching as I pass Christine. Hourglass full of sugar called the Calorie Queen. She's got a wide selection, carries every flavor. Yo, we could do this now, but we could also do it later. She takes one last bite, looks at the crumbs on her chest, and with the wing she asks if I want the rest. Eating like it's copulating, no one's gonna stop her. She's a crazy lollipop, a latent hungry kitty monster. If you're Charles and homie, getting like cause everybody wants a little piece of that candy ass. She's eating like it's copulating, no one's gonna stop her. She's a crazy lollipop, a latent hungry kitty monster. If you're Charles and homie, getting like cause everybody wants a little piece of that candy ass. She's got the whole package in the front, mad sackage, got that shipment in the back, and I can't wait to unpack it. Need a snack, gonna grab one off the rack. She's always fully stocked, this honey ain't one to slack. The other girls say, oh my gosh, she really loves that Fugazi, man. Fuck these basic bitches, they can't handle the Dagashi. All choking, getting sick off sugar stick that thick. But the candy queen, she takes it down with the lick of her lips. Don't be lying, guys, she's got you mesmerized from looking in her eyes, the way you look at her thighs. Dara's hot and she likes candy, that's really all I'm trying to communicate here. Eating like it's copulating, no one's gonna stop her. She's a crazy lollipop, a latent hungry kitty monster. If you're Charles and homie, getting like cause everybody wants a little piece of that candy ass. She's eating like it's copulating, no one's gonna stop her. She's a crazy lollipop, a latent hungry kitty monster. If you're Charles and homie, getting like cause everybody wants a little piece of that candy ass. Oh, right, sweet stuff, calorie power will purpose. And when she swerves on by, all your wife is getting nervous. Hiding my heart within a secret compartment stand. The number of fingers you want to stick inside his armpits. Want some comfort food, what you been eating? She got the milk duds, fine vines, itching for breathing. Naturally sweet, not a drop of synthetic. Dig into the spread and eat until I'm diabetic. She's copacetic, always chilling, never lazy. Just ecstatic, energetic, with a little bit crazy. She works it up and though she doesn't keep track, whatever, everything left over goes up top and in the back. And when you wanna pop the question, don't be bringing a rock. Get down on your knees, son, and show her that ring pop. She's sucking on it and she ain't gonna stop. You know you gave her cherry flavor, now that cherry's getting popped. Eating like it's copulating, no one's gonna stop her. She's a crazy lollipop, a latent hungry kitty monster. If you're Charles and homie, getting like cause everybody wants a little piece of that candy ass. She's eating like it's copulating, no one's gonna stop her. She's a crazy lollipop, a latent hungry kitty monster. If you're Charles and homie, getting like cause everybody wants a little piece of that candy ass.
Hello, hello there. Happy Sunday? Chill Sunday? Relax Sunday? One of those things? One of those many, many things. I hope everyone is doing okay today. I had an exhausting Saturday, so I'm going to be upfront and say I am very happy to chill today with some Project Zomboid and maybe some Monster Train later. We are going to continue our quest to move into the prison and clear out the prison and turn it into a habitable place and base for us to go explore the zombie-ridden world. So we're just going to play our stream file. And get right into it. Whew. Pardon me if I'm a bit yawny today. As I said, it was a pretty busy day yesterday, so I'm kind of working on low energy today. But it was a fun day. I had another long stream. Or I had another long day as I was doing doing a show yesterday. Okay, so what are we doing What do we have? We have lead. We have our weapons. We have rip sheets. We have chocolate. We have orange soda. We are hungry, so we're just gonna eat some chocolate for now. I think our goal for today is going to be to get some storage set up in our new building, in our new house, and start getting things moved. That's right. We really are. We're finally getting to move in. Small miracles, right? It's 5:30 in the morning. We've got our water. We've got our food. We've got some miscellaneous stuff. What's in this one again? Right, this is I've got a lot of medical supplies and things. We're going to take all this. We're going to move this car over to the prison eventually, but for now we're going to just... I think we're going to get into our van. Come on. There we go. Let's get into our van and head out. And we're going to make a bunch of planks, load the planks into the van, go into the prison, and start making things like boxes and crates and things that we can just put miscellaneous storage into. I also did... Oh, and we also need to set up some kind of water collection. We will need water collection, things like that. Hopefully we can get things rigged up so that we can have a plumbed sink in our main living area, because that would be fantastic. No zombies pounding at our little wood gate yet. Oh wait, there's a plank. We can take that plank. Floor plank. Alright, since we... Ooh, into zombie. Looks like we've attracted some attention. And I just realized we need to actually chop some wood and turn it into planks. So we will head over here and do that. This van does not particularly like driving on grass. That is for sure. Cut down trees. Man, I need to find something to replace these pants. Or at least something decent to replace these pants, anyway. Okay. Am I close enough to pick up the logs, the planks? I am. Get in there! So we have our generator running here in the prison now. We've got a generator outside the prison. If there's anyone out there, how's your weekend going? I'd love to hear. More saw. Sawing all of the things. And man, for a car that is supposedly in good condition, this thing has a tough time starting. And into there. Some of the things we're going to need and want are tables to work on, crates for food storage and things like that. We are eventually going to need a place to put a sink, especially if we are going to eventually set up that sink for use and plumbing. Some of the tables and things we should be able to pull from. Hey, Raven, how are you today? Some of the... Wow, I'm completely brain farting. Tells you how tired I am today. Some of the tables and stuff. Yeah, I'm a tired cat. I mean, yesterday was a very busy day. I did have a show. Yeah, I did have, one of my events yesterday. So that was definitely something that eats up a big chunk of the day and is pretty exhausting. Why am I suddenly hurting? Oh, is that from the burn? I wonder if that's from the burn. Okay, so we are going to make some... Ooh, these are crappy wooden crates. So let's put them somewhere else for now so we can break them down later and make better ones. Why do I... Yeah, I still have that. Okay, so we're going to make... We're going to stack a few wooden crates up here. The show I did yesterday was nice. It was a profitable show, I'll say that much. So, that part's good. One thing I will say about... I really enjoy doing many of these shows because... especially in these sort of smaller areas, these smaller, sort of more out-of-the-way areas, is I get to kind of live up to my name a bit more. In that, what I do is, in these more remote, in these more rural areas, there's not a lot of leather or kink or LGBT representation, things like that. So, I get people who come up to me and are like, I don't know where I should be going to look for resources. I don't know, about these things. I don't know, about these topics. And I get to be a little bit more of an educator, which is nice. We're just going to make a ton of storage here. I can't be tired already. Fine. If I'm tired already, I will eat some chips. And sleep on a prison bed. Whoa. Why do I have... Yeah, I bet. Okay, well, for some reason, I am just continually taking damage. So, we're going to treat this like I'm about to die. And we're going to put all this into storage and go walk out and meet some zombies and join the crowd. You're officially a certified shoemaker. Good for you. Yay. Yay for shoemaking. Military boots. Hammer. And my keyring. Alright. So since we're about dead anyway, we are going to have to... Oh, wait. I just realized. We're going to move on. We're going to be about on clone number 10 in a moment here, because I'm going to walk out into the zombie hordes and just let them take me. Well, so I'm extremely tired and I have critical injuries. And I think it's related to this bandage. And I think it's related to the burn that I took a while ago when we lit fire to the prison. It's not healing. It's not getting any better. And I think that's going to be... And I think it's going to kill me eventually. And I'd rather die in a place that is, I guess, more convenient, rather than dropping dead like in the middle of the prison with all my gear on me. So I'd rather just join the family on the outsides of the fence. And we will move on to another clone. I wonder if running will just kill me. Nope. Hey, zombies! Nom 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 nom. So we're in... Yep. Rosewood. We'll load Profcat. I'm going to try a slightly different trait. Instead of out of shape, I'm going to choose overweight. So we're going to add the trait fit overweight. And we're also going to add short-sighted, because those are a little more accurate, maybe, than out of shape. It does give me 2 points to play with, so we'll take dexterous just to move items around a little more quickly. And here we go! So what are you up to today, then? Raven? Are you just chilling? Relaxing a bit? Alright, so we can go to the firehouse. Retrain ourselves. Alright, so now I really do want... So I want to lose weight now. And in order to do that, I just basically have to kinda not eat. Or at least, you know, don't stuff myself. Very cool. I'm glad to hear it. It's a shame Groms isn't usually around for when we can play, I can play. I will note I do not have a show next weekend, so I'm free for stuff if you want to do stuff next weekend. Oh, the clone count is not visible. Is not. Okay. When I get somewhere safe, I will adjust the clone count. Well, I kind of don't know that since I don't, you know, Groms is kind of not really much into my stream. It doesn't show up for my stream so much anymore, which makes me a little sad, but I know the timing just doesn't work right, but and all right, so we're gonna head in here. Reread my little book that has all my skills in it. Yeah, which, you know, completely makes sense and is totally cool. Alright, now that we're a little bit safe, let me see if I can fix the clone count. There we go. Let's just drop it down a little bit so you can see when I am... There. Fast forwarding and stuff like that. Okay. We will read the Cat Journal. This will take a bit of time, so we're just going to fast forward. Did I forget to... I think I might have forgotten to keep a wristwatch available. Oh well, there should be one I can find laying around. Yeah, I know I'm hungry and thirsty. Let me get this book taken care of first. Actually, this is a good idea. We need to, as we start to transfer we need to transfer things over to the new location anyway. Let's bring this book. Let's bring our book. Okay, so that's our gun chest. We don't really need that. And we can wear the military boots. I don't really have a lot of, like, defensive clothing I can wear, but... I don't think there's anything I can do about that, per se. Oh, wait. I need water and... Right, I need water and food. Well, I at least need water. I think I have some water in the pickup truck, maybe? Yeah. Drink. And we'll pick up the... Yes, get food. Food is good. We will get the truck, even though it is nearly wrecked, and we will take this over to the prison. Rawr. Rawr, meow. 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 Okay. Car number 2! Let's go in and grab our stuff. We can start moving in things from the van, from the truck there. Why am I still taking damage? Is it because I'm hungry? Game is bugged? Is game bugged? I hope game is not bugged. This is supposed to... I did kind of notice that this happened last time I played too. Why am I taking damage? I'm gonna have to look this up. I'm also going to put everything in here just in case while I'm looking this up it decides to kill me. Sorry, I'm looking up. Like, I wonder if I'm just... So if I... And I just... No, I... What happens if I sleep? What happens if I rest? Alright, something's going on here. Let's reload the save and see what happens. Will this kill me is the question. So it is not killing me, but it is preventing me from sleeping. But it is preventing me from sleeping. It said one of the possibilities is I'm near too many bodies, but... like... I would get sickness indicators if that was the case. Plus, there's no real bodies inside the prison. So I'm not going to count this as a clone death because we don't know what's going on here. So I'm just going to die one more time and see what happens. If this issue shows up again, I might have to consider this a corrupted save and try something else. Go back to Profcat. Go back to overweight, but not out of shape. Go back to short-sighted. Take dexterous. Next. Suppose we'll grab another car and head over. I'll keep an eye on my health, I suppose. Oh, haven't hotwired that one. Yeah. So no damage, no damage. No damage. I'm gonna take meat cleaver. And go take care of this guy right here real fast. I wonder if I'm getting carbon monoxide poisoning, aren't I? The generator's indoors. Alright, well, turn off the generator. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it's carbon monoxide damage. This entire structure is considered indoors. So I'm taking damage because the generator is indoors. That's really lame. I should be able to correct that if I bring it out here. Let's see if there's a way I can get out there. Answer is yes, because of burned building, burned. And that should still be in range to power these guys. Okay, so we're gonna take the generator. We're going to bring the generator all the way over here. This should be an outdoor area. But let's see if it's in range to power the oven and things like that. Now to learn that, I'm going to have to relearn my skills, so we'll do that. I also will probably have to take gas, but let's see if I was poisoning myself to death. be poisoning myself to death. I'm going to need to go back and get some food, but that's okay. Okay, so we can put the journal back. We will go connect to the generator again and grab a gas can. And see if that fixes the problem. I mean, I would think they would at least give you, like, you are getting sick warning? But maybe not? Well, might as well put in more fuel as long as we're here. Let's see if this is within range to... Okay, so what's running? Blue fridge, lights, main fridge, plain fridge, mini fridge. 8 lights. There's a mini fridge somewhere that's running off this, but it looks like everything else is getting caught up. We can turn off as many lights as we can. We don't need you to be lit up. Wonder where the mini fridge is. Is the mini fridge in the office? That's the... Well, if I find the mini fridge, I'll take it apart. But for now, I think I'm going to assume that... the case of me losing health was... carbon monoxide poison. Which would make sense. I thought the space was big enough and had enough ventilation that it wouldn't be a problem, but apparently I was wrong. I have no idea where that mini fridge might be. Lights, though, we'll probably figure that out. Okay, so now I should be able to re-equip everything. I don't know why I took slight damage, but... maybe lingering effects of carbon monoxide poisoning? I don't know. Oop! Hydrate. Hydrate. Thank you. I'm going to go looking around to see if there's a mini fridge near here that I'm... Okay, so... Nope. Turn that off. That is being powered by... And there's the mini fridge. I do not need the mini fridge to be powered by this generator, so we're going to get rid of it. Oh. Let me put down this mini fridge and then I will finish my stretch. We'll drop the mini fridge here. That should finish that. Oh! Stretchy stretch. Okay, so can we pick up the picnic table? Yup, it broke. Oh well. Let's try it again. All right. One more time. Okay, well, that helps. That works, I suppose. Apparently, I am a hungry kitty in the... Can I make anything with the two? Yeah. Sure. Well, oh no. Think. Carpentry, furniture, double shelves. Oh, no, no, no. Not you. Right there. There. Now I have double shelves. Not very big, but that's still something. Rar. Okay. I suspect I need part 2 or part 4, which I don't have, but we'll see if I can assemble this with this. Yeah, I have 2 of part 1. I need part 4. Darn it. Let's head out into the parking lot and start moving some stuff in. Now that we're not poisoning themselves.
Voodoo economics.
Hey, Gaz, how are you today? I hope you're having a good one. No food in there. Where did you come from? I am not very effective at crunching these zombies. Yeah, we'll just loot as much of this as we can take at the moment. Alright. We will head in and drop this stuff off. And then we will, I think, take a sleepy sleep and head back to the firehouse to pick up, get some food, and pick up more stuff to go into storage over here. We'll just transfer all this stuff. How have you been, Gaz? It's been a little bit since I've seen you here in the channel. I hope you're having a good day. Oh wait, don't I? Isn't there a? Yeah, I need a car. Does it? Set of keys. Oh, I forgot to... I left the keys on the clone when he died. Oh well. I'll just have to lure a zombie back into here and find some more keys for this area. Wait, I'm still hungry, so we're going to have to head back to the fire station and get food. But it'll be a good opportunity for us to just start moving things over anyway. I am overweight. I'm trying to lose weight, so, you know, kind of want to just stay on the border of not really eating. Suppose. Not exactly the healthiest option, but, you know. We're going to clear out this. We're getting pretty close to actually being moved in. As I said, we're going to have to do a little bit of sorting and make the place our home, but as soon as we can get all the food moved over, the food moved over and the stuff in the firehouse moved over, we're basically good. So So, what are my plans for the next couple of weeks? Well, I do need to do some more leather work, so expect to see potentially more leather working streams. I need to do a lot of leather work because I've got a couple big shows coming up. No, the car battery, we'll just leave that outside. Let's see. Oh, we need that. Those we can delete. Let's pick up the trash cans so we have the trash cans somewhere near, somewhat near our cooking area, our main house area. Yeah, so expect to see some more leather streams. Expect to see, obviously, more gaming, as I usually do. I will definitely, unfortunately... I shouldn't be missing any more Sunday streams for a while, unless something happens. Do I want to risk taking the beat-up van? What's its storage? 125? Yeah, let's risk taking the beat-up van. We're not going far. If it stalls out, we can replace it. If it stalls out, we can restart it, or we can go get the the van from the prison. We're not that far from it, after all. And a good run will do a body good. Alright, so I think for our first load, we will grab as much food as we can. I will also admit that this, like, this, wow. The fire station is actually probably a better place to hold up than the prison, but the prison has the nifty fences. I want all the nifty fences. Because I'm kind of petty in that way. Sure, let's drink a beer as well. We're going to feast out on junk food for a little bit. And eat just enough to be not hungry anymore. All the candy. All the candy. All right. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Well, guess I'm running this down to the car. I meant to loot those into the backpack, not the car, but... Oopsie doodle. Oh, no, we want that to go in there. Okay. Now let's try to, you know... Oh, right, I need to drop the car battery. I don't want to carry this with me. Loot all of this stuff. Loot. And loot all of this stuff. I will probably have to make more cargo. I'll probably have to make more crates when I get back to the prison, but you know. Oh well. This one. Anything in here we don't care about? Yeah, we want to transfer all of the things. Ooh, sounds like there are other survivors out there. Not really. That's one of the... There are random events in this game. Any of those sounds are supposed to, like, make your to make zombies go in certain directions or towards you, or rearrange where the zombies are all sitting, things like that. Come here. All right. We're going to have to make sure to bring the coffee maker with us, because if you expect me to live without coffee, you're in-game, you're freaking nuts. Coffee, 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 coffee. Sure, we'll loot all this stuff. Time to take all the kitchen utilities and kitchen utensils with us. Rar. Also meow. Also rar. Also meow. Meow. So are you now... So Raven, if you're still here, are you on break, or are you... Or do you still have some more classes to do before you... Or more things to do in class before you're on break? I think I'm going to need more wooden crates just to store everything I'm picking up. Definitely will. As I scream into silence, does anyone hear me? Does anyone at all hear me? Yeah. Let's pick up the Coffee Express. Coffee, 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 coffee! I don't actually drink coffee, but I imagine that's how some people react to not getting their coffee. Sure. We'll transfer all of this, and then we will go up and get all the food that needs to be refrigerated or frozen. And the first thing we'll do when we get to the new when we get back to the prison is put all that stuff in the fridge. Now, eventually I'm going to have to try and take apart that bed so I can use it. All right, so how much do I have here? 19 and 7? Good, that should be plenty. So we can fit all of that in our backpack, which is good. Alright, now we're on a timer, because we can't let everything warm up again. Also, it's now August in our game. We've been going quite a while in this little adventure to free the prison. We might actually have to figure out about how we're going to handle cold weather. Sorry, Zombos. I'm on a time limit. I will come back out and deal with you in a minute. For now, though, we are getting everything into the fridge and freezer. Yes. Fresh frozen. I think everything else just goes into here. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We are getting everything we need taken care of. Okay, everything is now in the fridge and is cooling down. So let us go outside and deal with those few zombies that have decided to wander into our little prison complex. Whoop. Choppity, choppity, choppity. There we go. There's a couple more. Yep, a couple more. Come on. There we go. Stompy stompies. Okay. I think our next steps are going to be... I'm going to build some storage in our soon-to-be shed over there, I think. And that's going to be for all the tools and things we're going to move over eventually. Because right now we don't have enough storage for the food, and I want to improve the quality of the crates we build before I start doing that. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to nap for 4 hours in-game. Set alarm for... that'll work. Sleep. There we go. And then we can head out and grab, I think, a ball-peen hammer and some nails. Nails. Grab one ball-peen hammer. Any planks in here? Nope. Okay, so the planks are all outside in the van. Eventually, if I can find a sledgehammer, I want to knock down a lot of these doors and knock down a lot of these walls and just... You have food. What is your food today? I want to knock down all these I want to knock down a lot of these walls and sort of make an easier access to where we're going to be set for home. So sort of a kind of a basic egg salad sandwich kind of thing. Carpentry. Let's build some wooden... Oh, I need more planks. Okay. I will admit, I am not a huge fan of eggs. I'm good with eggs as an ingredient, not so much as with eggs as, like, the main flavor of the thing that I'm eating. If that makes sense. Okay, we went to carpentry, we went to a wooden crate. We'll put them here. I'm just not a fan. They're not for me. Okay, for now, I mean... I'm going to leave the food. This will be my food truck for now. Because I want to... Wait. Oh, I still have 2 planks. Okay. This will be my food truck for now. Because, again, if I'm going to do things on the inside of the prison, I want them to be good quality. And right now I'm making sort of crap quality things. So until I get my carpentry skill up, and I can make good quality crates inside the prison, where my cooking stuff is, and good quality shelves and all that stuff, we'll leave it out here for now. But we will continue moving things into our new home. You are an uninvited guest. That is how we handle uninvited guests in my house. If you are an uninvited guest, watch out. You might get the hammer. I know they just wanted to hug, but... eh. They just wanted to hug. Okay, what else do I need to grab from... There's a lot of stuff down here I need to grab. Might as well get the upstairs taken care of first, though. Anything? Yeah, this is where I have all of these things. Loot all of the things. Loot. Books, comic books. This stuff is all really useful for keeping your mood good. I don't really need skill books that I've already read because since I'm using the journal to re-up my skills with each clone, I kind of don't need these. Plus, I know where I can go to get them if I need to pick them back up. So yeah, I'm just going to leave those. Let's check all the things here. Oh, yeah, these we want to take. And we can go down and turn the generator off now downstairs. We do, but I have no idea how I can capture a zombie without it being in a structure that it can break. Because that's the thing, is like, the reason it... So the reason Carl got stuck there is because he was stuck behind, I guess you'd call it impenetrable... Like, he was stuck behind an impenetrable piece of terrain. You know, a piece of terrain that would get... that you have to... that you have to have a specific thing to break. Or you can't break it at all. Kinda everything else is sort of breakable by zombos. So it's like, how do I build a structure, or how do I build something that zombos can't break out of? I actually don't know if you can build pits. I can check that out with one of the shovels I have. When I go to the when I go back to my to the prison. That is certainly something I can check out. But I do think that Zomboid has kind of a depth problem, and that it doesn't handle up and down. It doesn't handle depth real well. I will sip some water while it's transferring these things. Good water. As you hear me gulp, gulp, gulp. I don't know what this I actually need. I do need the scrap electronics. Take that. Take that. Yes, water good. Water very good. I don't need a car battery. Hey, Tony. How are you today? And I suppose for you, yeah, it is morning, although it's afternoon for me. I mean, morning, I say it's morning in the sense of knowing you just got up. Not in the sense of it's actually morning. Wow, that must be a new record for you. We can always make more planks. I've never actually used the aluminum before, so I'm going to leave that behind. Always need those. Always need those. Always need those. Those are always good. Those are always good. That's always good. That's always good. We'll take those and those. But what we're doing right now, Tony, is we're emptying out the firehouse because we are sort of ready to move into the prison. So we are emptying out as much as we can to take it with us. Take all the things that are sort of useful for us before we almost permanently leave this place. There's a lot of things we want to transfer over. So, I figured out what it was. It was a dumb death. Basically what happened was, to power the things in the prison, we set up a generator. But the generator was technically indoors. So even though the generator was in this giant facility, like with lots of windows and lots of ventilation, since it was still classified as indoors, it gave me carbon monoxide poisoning. And it took me a little bit to figure that out. So just something was killing me and I didn't know what. So once I got really low, I just walked out into the zombies and died. So yes, I died in a pretty dumb way. It was not at all impressive. It was entirely like one of the dumbest ways you could think of for it to go down. But now the generator is in one of the outdoor areas near where we set up. So we should be fine now. You know, with a little luck anyway. Yeah, surely. Right now, but yeah, so right now we're packing up everything useful and we are moving it over to our prison base. Oops. Didn't mean to do that, really. There. Yeah, we've picked up a few, shall we say, unwanted guests on the way, so here and there. So it's been a bit of an adventure. Did that open? Yeah. So we're going to eat our can of corned beef. I am attempting to lose weight, so we're going to actually do that. Okay. That can... we'll keep that for the garbage. This is what's in hand. Don't actually need the water bottles, but... Alright, let's start by finding all of the medical supplies that we picked up. And putting all of those in one of these boxes. We will also make sure to put all of the boxes of nails and door hinges and doorknobs and screws and all that stuff in another box. Why do you have planks in there? I don't need planks in there. We'll leave those on the floor for now. But we will put metal supplies in here. And we can start putting tools in here, I suppose. Gas cans we'll leave out because there's no reason to. No reason not to. Axe body spray. Nope. I do not know I would say it's very likely that there are still guests in the prison. We have not seen any, but then we also set fire. Okay, so you can dig a furrow, but you can't dig a pit, Raven, it seems like. But in our last session, which I don't remember if you saw, Tony, we kind of set fire to the entire facility. And, well, like, we kind of went from there. So we kind of, yeah, there was a big fire. And it was going for a long time. And then it started raining and it mostly went out. So, you know, that was good. Let's see. Let's see about all the tools. Yes, and luckily the rain left the part of the part of the prison intact that was most useful for us, which is the prisoner block. So now the prisoner block is where we're setting up as our new home. And when we get a little bit more skilled, and because I want to be able to make nice things and not just bitch basic things, you know, carpentry wise, I'm sort of building miscellaneous things and storage and stuff so I can get carpentry high enough to make useful things. And we do need all of the cooking stuff. Although meat cleavers don't really count as cooking stuff anymore. We'll put the electronics in with the metal stuff. We'll take all the rip sheets and the razors and stuff can be part of our medical supplies. Lighters stay with me. Thread, twine, wood glue. Now, there's a lot of things we still have to... We're going to need more planks. This is what we're going to need. We can put all of this stuff in here. That'll work. Where's the metal bin? There's the metal bin. Metal and electronics. But, for example, you can come over here. And you can see we need some lights in here, but let's see if I can find a light switch. Light switch. Light switch. I don't know if there is one. So we put up some shelves. We have a couple of fridges and a oven. We have some shelves right here. For the cooking of the things. Yeah, we have our little... We have our... We can occupy our little sink here. Oh, there's a lighter there. Cool. Random lighter. Not much fuel in it, but I'll take it. Sleep. Wow, I'm sleeping a long time. Okay. Okay, now we can look around a little bit more, see if there's an actual light switch around here. There's a light switch for this area. See if there's maybe a light switch upstairs. Yes, but maybe not. I mean, it's a chemical toilet, but sure. Okay, so there's an upstairs light, but not a downstairs light. Oh well. We'll make it work. We'll get some lights here if we need to. But back to item management and transferring stuff and... Yes. This strikes me as one of those, like, if I was playing multiplayer, this would be a great, like, multiplayer base. Let's have some canned pineapples. And at some point I do, you know, at some point I do want to actually... I would love to be able to host like a full multiplayer thing. I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but it would be kind of cool to set up a multiplayer server and just have it open for, you know, have it open for people to pop in. I'm not sure there's enough room in this crate for all of these. Nope. You know what that means. More crates. We need more crates. We'll put them in here for now. What else? Right, all of the nails and screws and... I will need a couple of metal crates specifically for weapons, so we will... So let's drop all of these. Head over here. Put all those in there. This is all the logistic stuff about Project Zomboid. This is the, like, oh, we're not going out and scouting and adventuring, we're just sort of setting up home. Why? Because we kinda need to. Let's grab an axe. Oh, whoops. That one should be in that one then? Yes. Okay, let's grab an axe. And grab a saw. And go chop down a couple trees. Yay, chopping down trees. And zombos. Hello, Zombo. A lot of trees in that direction. Okay. There's something you can do with these. It's like, yeah, pick up objects, and it's usually a log. It's 2 logs, in fact. Perfect. Considering you need 3 logs per crate. I will jog my ass back over to the shed. Or what will be our shed eventually, hopefully. Yeah, I'm taking damage, I know. Carpentry, more wooden crates. Perfect. Oh, give me that. Drop my hat. No, I was overloaded. I was carrying way too much stuff. So the game punishes you with that by just doing random damage to you over time. So yeah, that's how that handles that. Is it just says, "Oh, great, you want to carry a bunch of stuff? Feel free to carry a bunch of stuff. We're just going to make sure that when you do, you regret it." What you can get from being out in the rain is you can get sick. You can get a condition where you will actually get a cold. And if you get a cold, you will start like sneezing and coughing, and you will attract more zombies, and you will have much less endurance and all that stuff. So it can actually be those are weapons, not food things. It can actually be a pretty big deal when you have those issues. You definitely don't want to get sick. Funny enough, being sick in the zombie apocalypse is a bad idea. Who would have thought? One of these doesn't have much in it here. We'll put all this stuff in there. Yeah, I know, right? This can just be our dump storage at the moment. Okay, we should be able to go back to the fire station, firehouse one more time, and pick up one last load of stuff, weapons and tools and guns, mostly guns at this point, and then we should be done. We will be moved in, and we can start both scouting for more supplies and doing home improvement stuff. I am such a good driver. We can also move over any cars we want to start moving over, so we can start taking them apart for parts and for skill. You know, we can start doing all of the things that kind of are involved with longer term playthroughs of Zomboid. Gardening, you know, creating our own junkyard, all that stuff. Ah, here's the... Hey, look, it's the guns. We want all of the guns. We can also begin our quest to try and find some place that has a sledgehammer, because sledgehammers are the rarest thing in this frickin' game. Okay, Tony. Excuse me. After we get everything moved over to the prison, I might switch over to Monster Train 2, which is kind of my other game obsession right now. I'm still having lots of fun with it. And it is really, like, both very frustrating but also very good. So... one thing we definitely need to make sure we take with us is all of the propane tanks that we've found so far. Propane tanks are very, very valuable. You need torches to be able to... you need propane torches to, like, make a lot of the metalworking stuff and repair cars. And you need the propane tanks to refill the torches. So, you know. So that is definitely something we want to work on. $94 kilos. That's right about where I am weight-wise. So, yeah, this is accurate for me. Like, I'm a bit overweight. I'm a chonky boy. So that part's accurate at least. Yep, I am a chonky boy. I acknowledge this fact. Yes. Let's go put these in here. So my next project is going to be I want to finish this little shed here. Because once I finish this shed, I can put a roof on it and put some plumbing in. And this can be kind of our water source and water, sink and cleaning area. And then we can start, doing things like having a little farm area and doing all of the domestic stuff. That is going to be... I can be a domestic cat in the zombie apocalypse. Yes. Meow meow. Meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. I thought that I saw a shotgun on the ground over there too, so I'll go pick up a regular. So I have a couple of sawed-off JS 2000 shotguns. It might be good to have a regular one. Yep, there's a regular one right here that's not sawed off. So we'll take that. I think there's another one right here. Ooh, nightstick, revolver, and shotgun. Nice. And boots. Boots are good. Are these gloves in good condition? Yes, they are. Gloves are another thing that's super good to keep around. And we'll just put boots in there just because we've got space. Alrighty. That's it. We have moved into the Kentucky State Prison. Yay. Yay. We have made our move. So the next questions become, what do we do next? I can continue playing this if people want to see me. If people want to see me continue to be, continue to see me be domestic by effectively just building out this shed, or we can switch over to potentially to Monster Train if people want to see Monster Train. There's more stuff in here. Might as well clear this place out while I'm in it. In here. Ooh, are you in good condition? You are in good condition. We have that. That's fine. No holes. That's a good leather jacket. We will wear that leather jacket. I'll stick with Project Zomboid. I'm fine. I was just thinking people might be getting a little, people might be feeling a little bit bored. But if you're not feeling a little bit bored, I'm totally cool with sticking with Zomboid. totally cool with the zomboid. I just wasn't sure, like, if people were enjoying the the sort of more domestic gameplay, because that's really what this is. This is sort of domestic gameplay, I guess you'd call it. Or people wanted something a little different. Where did I put the garbage bags? I suppose it doesn't matter for now. Okay, let us, again, in that case, grab the axe again, and grab a saw again, and we'll grab this car, and we'll chop down a bunch more trees so we can make more planks, so we can build out our shed. And we can build a set of car doors for that front gate as well. Cut down trees. Rawr. More zombie survival cat. Zombie survivor cat. Let's see. All right. Saw all of the logs. All of them? All of them! Okay. Oops, forgot to unload the propane tanks. That's okay. We'll unload the propane tanks when we head back. We're still getting a good chunk of planks into the car anyway. Are we getting all of the... No, almost all of the planks into the car. Isn't there... Yeah, there they are. And then one in there. Cool, cool. And ads. Woo, ads. One of these times I'm going to have to get together a big pile of zombie corpses and just not hit the car again. Oops. Okay. As you can see, there's still a few zombies that don't get the hint. Grab food. Basically just eating whatever canned thing kind of comes to my mind. Now I'm eating canned corn. Straight from the cold, straight from the can. I think empty tin cans can be used to I think empty tin cans can be used to make baseball bats stronger, so that's why I'm keeping them. Yep. What are ads? Yep. Planks. Yes, we will come over here, and we will continue building our walls. And window. Let us see who we can use up all of the planks, and then we will have our character sleep. Now, my goal is to have a carpentry. I need to get a carpentry of minimum of 5. Because you need a minimum of 5 to build staircases. And when you can build staircases, then you can... I'll be able to put a roof on this after it's finished closing up. So, for example, I think I can build stairs now. Yep, I just need enough planks in one spot. Why are you not letting me build there? It's because you can't get through the crates. Are you kidding me? You're freaking dumb. Game is dumb. Oh, no, it's because apparently once I move away from there, I don't have the planks in inventory. We'll see. Game is buggy. Okay. So if I go to there, now will it let me build it? Yes, now it will. Okay, good. I should still have enough to build like one more. Yep. I'm deliberately putting a window on each side because I want to be able to, I mean, in case a zombie decides to come wandering by, I want to be able to see it when it comes in. You know, so I definitely, you know, I want to be able to actually. Also, if you have windows, the zombies will stumble over the windows, and it makes it kind of easier to bash them. So, that's another reason to do it. All right, let's head inside and head to sleep, and we will probably finish up that shed tomorrow. Definitely going to need to find some lights though, because I do want a few lights in my prison. It's no fun for it to be completely dark in here. Also, why am I... Don't know why I'm encumbered, but okay. How's the potato? It's just stale. That's fine. I'm still losing weight, right? Yep. Losing weight slowly but steadily. So I'm going to grab a griddle pan and create stir fry out of stale potatoes. An egg. So basically an egg and potato hash, or egg and potatoes omelet, I guess you'd say. This is working! This is how we know the generator works, because it is able to cook this. And just in time, because we are getting hungry. We will eat half of this. Because again, I want to lose weight, not put on weight. So it is better for me to continue doing things that require high calories, but that I don't use. I mean, I suppose it's a good thing that this place is kind of a maze, because it means that zomboids don't find me as easily. Okay. Sleep goods, ravens. Hello there, Ezzy952. How are you today? Welcome to my Casual Sleepy Sunday Project Zomboid stream. We have moved into the prison. And now we are sort of starting to make things that'll make the prison more of a good place for us to live. I hope you're having a good Sunday. Saw all of the logs. Good to hear it. That's kind of how I feel about Sundays. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, I like seeing sort of returning people and seeing folk and seeing names pop up in my chat again. Means you visited me again. Means you at least somewhat like what I'm doing. Yay for... Oh, there went my axe. Guess I'll just saw all these logs and drop the axe in them with the pile of the other broken axes, although I think I can actually fix them to a reasonable percentage now. Well, Mommy, Ezzy, if you decide you want to stick around, cool, cool. If not, and you need to call it an afternoon or you're doing other things, I totally understand and appreciate that, and I hope you have the best of afternoons. Brr. I'm drooling. I'm drooling a little bit. I don't know why. I'm just thirsty, I suppose. I should drink. Drink the water. Drink the water. Oh, hey. Yeah, my, connection is... Am I sounding robotic? I'm dropping a bunch of frames. Comcast is... Go on. Come on, Comcast. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Don't say I'm connected. I'm losing connection. Please, 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 please don't say I'm losing connection. Come on, Comcast. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't do me like this. Come on, Comcast. You say you're reconnected. You say you're reconnected. So Comcast seems to be having a fit with me. I'm losing quite a lot of frames. Okay, so I'm losing quite a lot of frames, and Comcast is saying I have a really, really poor connection. So I'm going to give this... so I'm going to talk a little bit. I'm doing a little bit of stuff in the game, but I'm going to let it do... I'm going to let this go for just a minute or two. I'm going to let this go for a little bit. Oof. Huge delay. Huge delay. Huge delay. Huge delay, huge delay. Okay. Excuse me. Okay.